Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I talk about the NWSL, women's soccer, just soccer, only soccer. In this video/podcast, I'll be discussing the SheBelieves Cup match between the US women's national team and Brazil's women's national team. As it stands, the US are number 1 in the standings with 6 points, followed by Japan with 3 points and a 0-goal differential, then Brazil also with 3 points but a negative 1-goal differential, and lastly, Canada with 3 points and a negative 2-goal differential. If my calculations are correct, the US either needs a win or a draw in order to win the SheBelieves Cup. When it comes to this match, the US are coming off of a 1-0 win against Japan, while Brazil are coming off of a 2-0 loss to Canada. Brazil has a lot of talented players, one of them being the GOAT, Martha, who plays for the Orlando Pride. Just throwing that in there. Go Pride. When it comes to the Brazilian team, the team plays really well together. There are so many talented and fun players on Brazil's national team. There's Dabina, who is going to be playing for the Kansas City Current this season, Adriana for the Pride, yay, Caroline for the North Carolina Courage, Rafael Souza, who plays for Arsenal, and earlier this afternoon, OL Reigns signed midfielder Luani. She is going to go nicely in the Reign midfield with Fishlock, Lavelle, Quinn, and Angelina, another Brazilian player who I kind of forgot about. However, the thing I'm the most worried about is the person coaching Brazil's women's national team. That person is Pia Sundhage. Pia Sundhage is a really good soccer coach. She has coached the U.S. women's national team from 2008 to 2012 and Sweden's women's national team. During the 2016 Olympics, her Sweden team went on to knock out the U.S. in the Olympic quarterfinals. Brazil's record in 2022 under Sundhage was 11 wins, 2 draws, and 3 losses. When it comes to this match, I think Brazil will pose as a good challenge for the U.S., and also, I'm very interested to see how Brazil will do against the U.S. I'm also interested in Adriana since she's a new Orlando Pride signing, and also Luani since OL Reign just signed her today. I think for this match, the U.S. should try to go for speed, quick touches, and quick movement on the ball. Brazil, from what I remember, is a quick-moving team, and if you remember Dabina and Caroline from the North Carolina Courage last season, those two link up a little too well in the attack and were nightmares for defenders. Dabina is just so good on the ball and great at getting around defenders. Speaking of defenders, the U.S. back line has been doing really well. A lot of people were worried about the U.S. back line in these games, but for what's been thrown at them by Canada and Japan, they've been able to hold things together really well. They've definitely been improving, which is great. When it comes to the U.S.'s midfield, controlling possession is going to be essential. We're still needing a 6, but I'm a little confused with how Vlatko is handling Korniak. He said he wants her to be a 6, but he hasn't started her in any of these games. She needs that experience, and while challenging for her, this may be a good time for her to get that experience, build familiarity, and build up her confidence. You can do well in training sessions, but how well you carry over what you learned in training to actual gameplay is the real test. As for the U.S.'s attack, lots of goal-scoring potential. I think the attack will be able to get through Brazil's back line just fine, but connecting in the attack and finishing, yeah, that's pretty important too. Now, let's get into the lineup for this match. Alright, so the lineup, 4-3-3, we have Alyssa Nair in the goal. For defenders, Becky Sauerbrunn, Naomi Girma, Emily Fox, and Crystal Dunn. In the midfield, we have Lindsay Horan, Andy Sullivan, and Rose Lavelle. And for forwards, Alex Morgan, Trinity Rodman, and Mal Swanson. And here are the substitutes. Feel like we need to give Horan a break. I understand having trouble finding someone to fill in for Andy, but there are plenty of attacking midfielders on the bench that could probably fill in for Horan just fine. If we want Horan to be healthy for the World Cup, I think Vlatko is needing to manage her minutes. Same with Sullivan. Lavelle is going to be interesting in this match. She didn't get to play in the last 2 games because of a small injury during training, but hopefully she's going to be ready to go in this match. She's going to need to run, let's be honest. Pace and speed are almost essential against Brazil. Rodman and Mao should be okay in this match. They'll be able to get behind Brazil's back line and provide service that way. The U.S.'s attack, when they can get forward, have been doing great when it comes to services and connecting in the attack. I do want to see more support in the attack, though. I think I would have gone with Huerta for this one because her services from outside, from distance, are usually spot on. At the same time, though, I do understand why it's probably better to have Fox. She can provide better support for the U.S. backline during transitions, and Fox can also get behind backlines and get closer to the box, whereas Huerta tends to play out a little more. I still like Huerta, but yeah, it makes sense as to why Fox is starting. As for the U.S. backline, they really need to be careful in transitions. I did catch a glimpse of Brazil's roster, and Debina and Caroline are both starting. These two are absolutely dangerous in the box, and the U.S. defense needs to be keeping an eye on them. Not only that, the U.S. backline and defense is needing to stay tight and compact when Brazil gets into the box. Any gaps or open spaces in the defense will be punished by Brazil. That all being said, let's get into the first half. All right, so the first half, we are off. 1 minute, ball towards the Brazil box. Brazil gets it back. Ball sent towards the U.S. box, kicked away by Nair. Brazil, Debina making a run. Ball goes out of play. Why did it take you guys so long to get on her? She got in the box. Again, dangerous forward. In the box. Not good. 2 minutes, Mal fouled, U.S. ball. Long ball towards the Brazil box, kicked away. Mal on the ball, kicked away. 3 minutes, U.S. corner kick headed away. Done attempt from the D, deflected, really close. 4 minutes, U.S. corner kick goes wide. Done on the ball, puts it out of play. 5 minutes, Rodman fouled, late challenge. Ball towards the Brazil box, kicked away by Brazil keeper Lorena. I remember you. Kind of. It's been a while. 6 minutes, Mal crosser attempt, saved by Lorena. 7 minutes, Brazil making a run. Brazil attempt goes wide, way off target. Here's Brazil again. Debina attempt, saved by Nair. 8 minutes, ball sent into the U.S. box, collected by Nair. Horan dispossessed, kicked it right out of her feet. Debina running into the box, kicked away. That was a funny dispossession. Horan was just standing there doing nothing, and the Brazilian player just came up to her and tapped it away, and Debina started running. 9 minutes, Brazil, foul. Tamira's getting a warning from the ref, U.S. ball. 10 minutes, Rodman cross kicked away. 11 minutes, U.S. corner kick cleared over to Dunn. Dunn attempt goes over. 12 minutes, I think I heard Sondage telling her player to let it go out. 13 minutes, Rodman down, no foul. Ball kicked back to Nair. Some very good footwork by Tamires. 14 minutes, ball in the U.S. box, kicked away. 15 minutes, Brazil corner kick headed away. Brazil attempt goes wide. Brazilian player down. I think she got hit in the head or face with the ball. Trainer's out to check on her. Concussion protocol, but I think she's okay. 17 minutes, game starts up again. Ball sent into the U.S. box, caught by Nair. Brazil is, I just noticed this, Brazil is not afraid to get right up on the U.S. and dispossess players. It's like Lena Oberdorf of Germany, minus the violence and the feeling of getting hit by a tank. Very graceful with how they dispossess the U.S. There's almost like a finesse to it, if that makes sense. 18 minutes, ball towards the Brazil box, kicked away. Ball up for Lavelle, collected by Lorena. 20 minutes, ball towards the U.S. box, received by Fox. Ball in the U.S. box, ball in the Brazil box, collected by Lorena. 21 minutes, Rodman crosser attempt, saved by Lorena. Ball to Lavelle, collected by Brazil. 22 minutes, Morgan down. She got her hand stepped on. Yeah, that feels terrible. Cleats hurt. Trainer's out to check on her. Morgan coming off, but she's going to be coming back in. Her hand looks okay. 24 minutes, game starts up again. Ball up for Debina. Debina touch, cleared. 25 minutes, Horan sends it up, blocked. Lavelle crosser attempt, blocked. Horan cross, Morgan attempt goes wide. Offsides though. 26 minutes, Brazil attack cut off by Fox. 27 minutes, done cross to Mal, taken away and cleared. Kind of. Sullivan fouled, U.S. ball. 28 minutes, Lavelle up for Mal, goes out of play. Some good pressure from the U.S. 29 minutes, Brazil making a run off to Caroline. Caroline attempt goes wide. 30th minute, ball in the U.S. box, kicked away. Brazil foul, U.S. ball. 31 minutes, Lavelle dispossessed. Brazil short cross, Adriana attempt goes wide. 32 minutes, long ball towards the Brazil box, collected by Brazil. That was meant for Mal, but not on the same page. So some miscommunication there. Adriana running into the U.S. box, dispossessed. 33 minutes, Caroline, yellow card for grabbing and taking down Morgan, U.S. ball. 34 minutes, Morgan attempt from distance, saved by Lorena. 35 minutes, Brazil foul, I guess, U.S. ball. Lavelle touched to no one except to Lorena. Sullivan fouls, Brazil ball. 36 minutes, Sullivan fouls, late challenge, Brazil ball. 37 minutes, long ball towards the U.S. box. Fox sees it go out. 38 minutes, Brazil cross cleared, Brazil offsides. 39 minutes, Adriana making a short run. Adriana attempt goes wide. She's going to be very interesting to watch on the Pride. 40th minute, Mal cross, Rodman attempt blocked, kicked away. 41 minutes, Sullivan yellow card for tripping Dabina. Dabina down and getting checked over by trainers. She seems to be okay though. 42 minutes, game starts up again. 43 minutes, Andy, you're on a yellow card. I don't think you should be grabbing anyone. 44 minutes, ball up for Morgan in the box. Morgan scores, but offsides. 3 minutes of added time. 45 minutes, ball towards the Brazil box, goes out of play. 46 minutes, Rodman fouled, tripped, U.S. ball. I think that was Adriana too. She'll fit in well at the Pride. 47 minutes, Mal attempt blocked. Morgan scores on the rebound. U.S. 1-0. 48 minutes, whistle blown, first half ends. U.S. 1-0. Pretty good first half. Honestly, I was more impressed with Brazil. It took a while for the U.S. to finally break through Brazil's back line. I didn't think the U.S. would have an issue getting through the Brazilian back line, but Brazil has been holding it together really well. A lot of the action in this first half has been in the midfield. There's a lot of back and forth in the midfield when it comes to possession and fighting for possession. Possession is kind of split between the U.S. and Brazil, but the U.S. has been doing pretty well at winning those battles in the midfield. Sullivan has especially been great so far in the midfield, but she is on a yellow, so she has to be careful with grabbing and holding. We do not want her getting sent off, especially when it seems to be a battle to control the midfield. The U.S.'s back line is doing really well too. Fox is having such a fun time marking Adriana and whoever's coming down that left side. Germa has been doing well too, handling whoever steps into the U.S. penalty area. The U.S. should try to get on the attack more and maybe grab another goal just to be safe. But besides that, they look good. Now let's get into the second half. All right, so the second half, we are off. Just a reminder, the U.S. just needs a win or a draw to win the SheBelieves Cup. 45 minutes, Mal cross headed away. Brazil comes away with it. 46 minutes, Germa under pressure, kicked away. 47 minutes, ball in the U.S. box. Brazil header goes to Nair. Ball in the Brazil box, kicked away. Mal fouls, Brazil ball. 48 minutes, Brazil attempt off the crossbar. Brazil attempt blocked. Brazil attempt again, blocked. Brazil cross. Brazil attempt kicked away by Fox. Yeah, that caused the U.S. back line to scramble, but they handled it. 49 minutes, Brazil corner kick, cleared. Brazil foul, U.S. ball. 50th minute, ball towards the Brazil box. Big save by Lorena. Lavelle fouls, trips a Brazilian player, Brazil ball. 51 minutes, ball in the Brazil box, kicked away. Brazil and the U.S. are the same in the sense that they can't convert their chances. 52 minutes, Mal cross, Morgan attempt, saved by Lorena. 53 minutes, U.S. corner kick, Horan header. No one can put it in, cleared away. What was that? How did no one finish that? Dunn cross headed away. 54 minutes, ball touched into the Brazil box, good save by Lorena. Brazil touch into the U.S. box, collected by Nair. 55 minutes, Mal cross taken away. Rodman fouls, Brazil ball. 56 minutes, ball over to Caroline in the box, tackled away. 57 minutes, Brazil corner kick, cleared, Brazil stays with it. Martha is coming in for Brazil. I'm surprised she didn't start. Ball sent into the Brazil box, collected by Lorena. 58 minutes, Horan fouls, grabbing. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming too. Brazil free kick outside the US box, ball sent in, headed away. Caroline gets around Fox, Caroline attempt, blocked by Nair. 60th minute, Brazil corner kick, nothing from it. US substitutions. Rodman and Dunn out, Sonnet and Williams in. 62 minutes, Lavelle up to Mal. Mal running into the box. Mal scores, US 2-0. 64 minutes, Morgan cross goes wide. 65 minutes, Horan down. I guess she's okay. 66 minutes, ball sent into the US box, collected by Nair. 68 minutes, Lavelle making a run, sends it up for Williams. Not on the same page, goes to Lorena instead. 69 minutes, Brazil cross headed away. Mal making a run, Adriana shoves her. Adriana, yellow card. Yep, you will fit in nicely at the Pride. 70th minute, US substitutions, Lavelle and Mal out, Pino and Sanchez in. 71 minutes, US foul, Brazil ball. Ball in the US box, defended away. 72 minutes, Pino cross. Lots of action in the Brazil box, taken away. Brazil cross, defended away by Germa. 73 minutes, Brazil corner kick, saved by Nair. Nair and a Brazilian player down. From the replay, head collision between both of them. Nair is okay, the Brazilian player is still down. Trainer's out to check on her. She's okay. She's up and moving around, which is good. 75 minutes, Morgan cross goes wide. Brazil on the attack, kicked away. 76 minutes, Williams attempt, saved by Lorena. 77 minutes, ball in the Brazil box, tackled away. Pino attempt, saved by Lorena. 78 minutes, Brazil coming down the side, Fox on it. Brazil cross headed away. 79 minutes, Brazil plays it up, goes out of play. Morgan making a run, Lorena way out to make a tackle. That was a really good tackle and a really good save. Sanchez fouls, Brazil ball. 80th minute, US substitution, Sullivan and Morgan out, Korniak and Mewis in. 81 minutes, Brazil attempt, saved by Nair. 82 minutes, Brazil corner kick, bounces around, saved by Nair. Ball in the Brazil box, collected by Lorena. 83 minutes, Williams cross, kicked away. US cross, kicked away. 84 minutes, Korniak attempt, good save by Lorena. Lorena's goalkeeping in this game is really good. As for Korniak, keeping her in the attack is a much better idea. Korniak can be really dangerous in the box. 85 minutes, US corner kick, Horan attempt, blocked. Sonnet attempt, blocked. Horan pulled down. 86 minutes, US free kick at the D. Yeah, please don't let Horan take it. She's going to treat it like a penalty kick from that distance. Horan attempt, blocked by the wall. See? 87 minutes, Horan cross kicked away. Sanchez cross, Korniak skies it. That was so high, it knocked Harry Kane's penalty back to England. 88 minutes, ball in the Brazil box, collected by Lorena. 89 minutes, Pino cross to no one, cleared. Brazil cross, Brazil header, finds the back of the net. Brazil 1-2. That was an impressive goal. 3 minutes of added time. 91 minutes, Brazil cross, kicked away. 92 minutes, Sonnet fouls, Brazil free kick. Ball sent in, headed away. Sent in again, cleared. Fox and Adriana collision. They are both okay. 93 minutes, Martha cross, saved by Nair. 94 minutes, whistle blown, second half ends. US wins 2-1. And that is that. The US once again wins the SheBelieves Cup. Props to Brazil though. Very entertaining team and a very fun team to watch. Very skilled too. Their defense was pretty tough to break down. Just something else I noticed about the Brazil team that I think the US was able to figure out in the second half. Brazil was playing in a compact 4-4-2 and they like short passes. They had some long passes here and there, but I think the US was able to take advantage of Brazil doing these short passes by really getting on them, marking them heavily, and cutting off / breaking up their passing targets in the midfield. That was just a small thing I noticed though. But yeah, this was a good match. Kind of a fun one. I thought the second half was a little bit better, but I didn't really notice significant differences from the first. I think the US was able to get behind Brazil's back line a lot easier, but that could have been due to Brazil getting tired from having to defend. I noticed that more with the defender on the left wing. Maybe Sunhage should have subbed her out, but that was an exposed weak side for Brazil. I was really impressed with Fox in this game. She had to deal with Adriana, Caroline, and Dabina, and she handled them really well. Germa also did a great job too. For now, I'm just going to leave it at that. Congrats to the US on... it's really late as I was writing this, but I actually wrote, congrats to the US on winning the World Cup. What I meant to say was congrats to the US on winning the SheBelieves Cup. Anyway, this ends my coverage of the US Women's National Team in the 2023 SheBelieves Cup. It has been a fun and interesting journey following the US in the SheBelieves Cup. The US looks pretty good. They're definitely improving, but only time will tell if the US's hard work will pay off in the end. That is all I have for you guys today or tonight. Congrats to the US, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.